And someone who has been to that community seeing firsthand of what these residents are going through is former Ohio State Senator Nina Turner. She joins us now from Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Hena.
Let's talk the immediate aftermath of this train derailment. As Rich said, a lot of residents are still upset. There was a push to address rail safety in Congress. That stalled. Nothing has happened there. Why hasn't anything been passed? And do you think Congress should be criticized? Because I know there are a lot of people that are criticizing the president as well.
Yeah, all of them. None of them have clean hands from the state. You know, I believe my state has failed the residents of East Palestine as well as the federal government, and the federal government has the biggest stick. I mean, it took the Secretary of Transportation to, almost 3 weeks to even come into East Palestine. The president over 52 weeks. This Congress has not passed the bill because they are bought and sold. It is legal to bribe politicians in the United States of America, and the lobby that the rail industry has is fierce. And it is a bipartisan fierceness, too, that is stopping this bill from being passed even a year later. And not only are the residents of East Palestine in danger, residents all over this country are in danger unless this Congress and this president acts.
You know, Rich has been telling us stories of these residents a year ago, of course, this weekend. Residents say they are worried about long-term health effects from these chemicals. NewsNation was there when Governor DeWine drank the tap water to prove to community members that the water was safe. Many are still complaining about health problems, though. I do want to play a soundbite from the governor, and I will come back to you on the other side, Senator.
The president called me and said, anything you need. I have not called him back after that conversation. I will not hesitate to do that if we're seeing a problem or anything, but I'm not seeing it.
What's your response to that, especially with so many residents saying, I'm still feeling the lingering effects from a year ago?
Unfortunately, the governor of this state should be the biggest champion for the residents in his state. But he's bought and sold just like the rest of them. They can have a cavalier attitude about what is happening to these residents because they are not at the epicenter of this. You know, I went there on February the 21st, a friend and I, we were led by locals there. And the people there who overwhelmingly certainly voted for President Donald J. Trump, which should have no impact whatsoever on whether or not they are served. You know what they were asking for? They were asking for more government, not less. So for the GOP, who always decries government, the residents there said, we need government, and government failed us. And for Democrats who say that government is the fix, where is the fix? Yes, you know, rashes, children having runny noses and rashes and mental fog and all of the things that they are enduring is hurting them physically, mentally, and materially. They will not even be able to sell their homes if, in fact, that day comes when they want to do it because of what is happening to them. It is wanton neglect. And for this president, he's been to Ukraine, but he hasn't been to East Palestine. It makes no sense. It is a shame. So it's East Palestine today. It's Flint, Michigan. It's Jackson, Mississippi. It could be Cleveland, Ohio. And so all of us should care that government is failing the residents of East Palestine, and they're all making excuses about why they're not serving them. But Hena, the point is that the rail lobby has a chokehold on these folks, and that's why not much is happening. And it's also the reason why President Biden can just cavalierly say he's coming in there a year later. Why hasn't there been a criminal investigation on Norfolk? That is the question we all should be asking.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.